And hello, Victoria Cochrane here with you for another Wednesday on the Spiritual Wisdom Hour. Just been to the hairdresser and said, oh, it's very short, but anyway. And I hope you're very well. And as restrictions are further easing across the country, it's really great to be with you again. Thank you all for joining me today, whether you're watching now at midday, this Wednesday, or a bit later when you have time. So I'm Victoria Cochrane. I'm in my little room in Wynyard, in the northwest of Tasmania, and I am a spiritual healer and a psychic communicator. Hi Linda, lovely to have you on board. So a psychic communicator is, a medium, a psychic channel, and I read auras and energy, and so I do lots of kinds of things like that. Hi Janelle, how are you? Lovely to see you again. And I'm also a spiritual healer, a theta healing practitioner, and a Reiki master, and here today to talk about the base chakra. So I've had a bit of think about how best to kind of help people to understand more about the chakras, but also to help heal what's going on in our chakras. And so I've done a bit of a research and got a bit of a session going on today. And then if people would like to do more healing with me, then I have an offer at the end. Lorraine, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you, Liz. So just wait for a few more people to jump on. I love the interactions in this group. So hi Jane, lovely to see you. Just give me a wave or say hi and let me know that you're here with me today. And I'll just grab some water. So it's been a busy morning. I've been into Burnie to have a checkup with the dentist, and it didn't take very long, and then back to Wynyard to have the hair done. The husband's going to freak out because he actually doesn't like it very short, but anyway, it feels a lot lighter and no more greys. Yay! So, how are you going? And how are you feeling? Let me know. And today I just want to really zoom into the base chakra. So I thought that over the next 7 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, I'll tune in to each chakra and we'll talk in depth about the significance of our energy wheels or vortexes of energy and how they do affect our bodies. And do some meditations. And do you? Thank you. I was just wondering if it was a bit short. Thanks, Janelle. Do some meditations and some healings and things like that. So, and when we're really busy, we can get really blocked in our chakras too. So the next thing, just digressing with the things that are kind of important to us after so long in lockdown, are the nails. Look how much they're growing out, and a couple have come off, and I'm thinking I'll have to ring the nail salon, otherwise there'll be a line out the door till next Tuesday. So yes, it's all those little things, isn't it? And even just going out for dinner and things like that we take for granted. But also it's been a really good chance to focus on home and family and what's really important, and learning to be alone without being lonely. Catching up with things around the house. A friend of mine, Dorothy, said she's got the cleanest house she's ever had in her life. There's not a speck of dust anywhere. All the cupboards are cleaned out. Angie, great to see you. Is Des there as well? Lovely to see you. So this series that I'm going into is called Diving Deeper into the Importance of the Chakras. And as you can see, I've got the beautiful crown chakra behind me. And a lot of you tuning in would have done work on your chakras and would be aware of them, but most people walking around the Joe Blow in the street wouldn't even know what we're talking about when we're talking about chakras. And so, hi Ruby, great to see you. So I will be doing some group readings and group healings. Thank you. Yes, finally had it done. No more greys. Yeah. And just helping people to understand more about how the base chakra is linked to our organs and our emotions and Archangel Michael, actually. So I've used a couple of resources. Sorry, just getting myself, I just do a bit of a grounding here. Hi Liz, good afternoon for me now, but good morning if you're still in a morning state there. And Maggie, great to have you back as well. So I'm using one of my favourite books, Scripting Your Destiny, which is the work of Archangel Michael through Rhona Herman, and she calls herself Rhona Vise now. I am just doing group readings, Maggie, today, and I'm talking about the importance of the chakras, and we're going to look into the base chakra. I've also used a website called holistickenko.com, 7 chakras and body health. And I just kind of popped onto there just to get a little bit of extra information, and I'll pop that all up at the end. So let's just talk a little bit about the base chakra. We'll talk a lot about the base chakra today. So the base chakra is the colour red. Hi from the UK. Hi Amanda, great to see you. So each chakra also has is made up of sacred geometry, and you can see, actually, I'm just going to, you can see my lamp down there. I will turn you around, hold on. Sorry, a bit awkward. So you can see down there's the base chakra on my beautiful scroll, and the sacred geometry that is in there. The 3 bottom chakras are our earthly chakras, and the ones that can get really, really blocked and cause us all sorts of issues. And if you want to know what the name of it is, it's Muladhara. Muladhara is the base chakra, or the root chakra. So a chakra is Sanskrit for wheel, and some of this information will be quite familiar to you. We have we have about 360 chakras in our bodies, but we have 7 main chakras. But now we're working from 12 chakras. They're vortexes of energy, and they vibrate, they rotate at a certain frequency, and they vibrate at a certain frequency of light. So they all kind of rotate and spin, and when they're spinning at the right speed and have the right frequency of light and are not blocked, then that will then translate to how you're feeling within your body. Hi Rachel, I didn't have time. I was really late and I just kind of wrote down what today's about. But in these sessions, I sometimes do readings, and I might do some at the end, but I basically just do group readings and group healings and group meditations, just so that it helps everybody. Thanks, Maggie. Just so that we can all just benefit from everything. So I will be doing some readings for people in the base chakra. So put it out there to me, like what's going on after I've told you what the base chakra means and what the beliefs are. So I want to dive deeper into what the beliefs behind the symptoms of blockages in the base chakra might be, and then do a group healing for everybody on that. And then if you feel like it's opened up more for you, then I have an offer at the end where we might be able to work one-on-one. Hi Shelley, lovely to see you. So the 7 main chakras are the energy centers of our bodies, and they're vortexes of energy. They then, the chi, or the energy of life, pranic energy, flows through each chakra and through our bodies. And as I said, we don't just have 12, we have 360 or something, quite a big number really. And so they're linked to angelic rays, the organs of the body, and emotional aspects of our life. The rate at which they vibrate depict a certain level of consciousness within our bodies and control our psychological state, as well as our connection to the physical, spiritual world and the energies from above. You're welcome. Thank you, Rachel. I love the roses. Chakras, so from this website is called holistickenko.com, and I will write it up at the end, /7 chakras and body health. She says, the energy known as the chi enters the crown chakra from the cosmos. From there it moves down each chakra, bringing new energy and healing by purifying negative emotions and removing negative energy associated with them. At the root chakra, the energy reverts and moves up the body, being released at the crown and re-entering the cosmos. So it virtually kind of flows down and up. And so when we have a really good, hi Shelley, when we have a really good flow of energy up and down, then we're feeling pretty fabulous. So the base or the root chakra, the Muladhara, is linked to basic trust, and it's our seat of power, it's our grounding chakra, and it's associated with Archangel Michael. So we're always thinking that the throat chakra is Archangel Michael, but actually the base chakra is the first ray, and the first ray is that of Archangel Michael. The root chakra has a connection to the bones of the body, teeth and nails, as well as the gonads or the sexual organs, the prostate, the anus, the colon, and particularly the adrenal glands, which are the primary organ in humans' will for survival. So really the base chakra is our survival chakra. It is the one where we can hold depression, anxiety, lack of vitality, and if we're not grounded, then we can really kind of unravel from there. The positive attributes of the base chakra are strength, truthfulness, vitality, power in thought, action and deeds, the will to live, grounding and security of self. Okay, so it's also the seat of the I am. So basically Archangel Michael teaches that our soul self, our soul chakra is up here. So our 8th chakra is the soul star, and our soul sits within there. And then our higher self is under that. And then there's basically a veil of illusion, or we've all had a veil of illusion, which blocks our knowledge of the divine and of our soul purpose and everything. And as we go through the process of breaking that veil down and starting to be more aware of our spiritual self and of our connection to the divine, and of the fact that we're all a spoke of the divine wheel. Thanks, Grant. Yes. It's nice of you to notice, particularly because you're a man. That's love the do. That's awesome. Thank you. So as the veil begins to thin and lift, then more light can come into our chakras, and we start to ground in our higher self, and which is our I am presence. And as we then our soul that has been fragmented down through all of our chakras then begins to infuse into our soul star, and eventually our soul resides in our heart space. So the lights have just gone lighter, so I wonder who's in here with me besides Archangel Michael. I'll have a check in a minute. Just bringing in the 4 archangels of direction and asking them to clear the space. Oh, and now the lights have gone. Goodness me. Okay, might have to get the light checked, or something else is going on. I always have some kind of electrical something going on. If you can still see me, I'll just keep going. I can see you, so very funny, just amazing. I'll just check with Archangel Michael and see what's going on. I think the light's just blown, but yeah, always something goes on. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yes, so then we become what Archangel Michael calls a soul-infused person, where the veil is no longer there, and we are connected through our higher self to the divine, and to the divine wisdom that we've lived throughout our lifetimes. Hi Sherry, lovely to see you. Okay, so the base chakra then brings in that wisdom of the higher self and grounds the I am presence, which is basically your connection to your higher knowing, right down into your base chakra and right through your chakras, so that you're one beam of light and very connected all the way through. That's good. It's a little bit darker, sorry. Okay, so the negative attributes then. So I'll just recap that we're talking about the base chakra and the importance of our chakras and of keeping them clear. That the base chakra is connected to the first ray, which is Archangel Michael. It's red. It's also connected to the bones, the teeth, the nails, the gonads, the prostate, the anus, the colon, and the adrenal glands, which equate to the will to live and survival. Okay. The positive attributes then are strength, truthfulness, vitality, power in thought, action and deeds, the will to live, grounding and security of self. The negative attributes then that can block our chakra, our base chakra, must have been power. There we go. Lack of vitality, depression, survival or scarcity issues. A person can be very ungrounded. The person can find themselves just full of anxiety and in fight and flight mode all of the time. Lacking security, feeling like the rug's just been pulled out from under you. Hi Jodie, great to see you. A person can be really impatient and also a bit self-centered if they're having trouble with their base chakra, and that can basically come if you're really feeling insecure and depressed. So I've been through that, I can say. I've been through postnatal depression, then I went through anxiety and panic attacks for a couple of years, and so I know exactly what it's like. And that's all just held down in the base chakra, but then is of course affecting the adrenal glands, which just pumps adrenaline through your body all the time. So it's not particularly pleasant, and for those of you who are going through anxiety, I really hope today is helpful for you, because perhaps we can do some clearing and some healing on your base chakra. So the base chakra then, the little affirmation that's written on this card is, I am vibrant and vital, aroused with life force. I am passionately physical and potently animal. My strength grounds me. I will survive. So it's a very earthy chakra because it grounds us to the earth. It keeps us grounded in the physical. Okay, so we can be too grounded in the physical and actually not then be connected to our higher chakras and to our connection to the divine and the possibilities of the universe. And if we're really grounded in the physical and can't see any way out, then that can be a real blockage as well. So they're just basically the positive and negative attributes. So as I said, that I'm using this book, Scripting Your Destiny, plus just a few references to the website holisticinco.com/7 chakras and body health. So Archangel Michael then says that you need, if you feel that you're blocked and that you don't feel secure, that you're not sure of your identity or who you are, because remember it's the seat of your I am, then you really, the red energy is empowerment, okay? And that's what Archangel Michael's all about, strength and truthfulness and being able to stand in your power and speak your truth. And so the base chakra is very much connected to the throat chakra, standing in your power, speaking your truth and showing the world the true you, the truth of you, and showing yourself that it's okay to show the world the truth of you. And so people who are insecure or who've been knocked down that many times that they just can't stand in their power because they feel they've had to give their power away, or their power's been taken away from them, then really have trouble with that, of standing in the truth of who they are. And that's what the base chakra is all about. So Archangel Michael says use red energy to create strength and truthfulness. And so actually wear red. Just really use that red colour. So power in thought, action and deeds. So remember, I've talked a lot about how every thought creates, and that our thoughts are created by our beliefs. And so what we believe to be true will create. And so if in our base chakra we don't believe in ourselves, then that is what we're creating. And that's why today we're going to do some lovely healing and meditation through the base chakra to really strengthen your ability to start to stand in your power, speak your truth, and put the power behind your thoughts so that you can create more powerful actions. Because what we put out, we get back. So if we're putting out kind of wishy-washy intentions and trying to kind of look like we're standing in our power, people pick up on the fact that we're not, and that's what they'll give back to us. So the base chakra is a very important fundamental chakra to have really nice and strong. He also says claim and manifest abundance. So there's actually a card in the chakra cards that I use that just says abundance. I am abundant. Develop courage, use your willpower to speak your truth, stand in your integrity, to stimulate you into action, to manifest all you desire in order to live up to your highest potential. Now, I just want you to have a think about then the kinds of beliefs that you might have that are actually then being created by the state of your base chakra. So the negative beliefs likely to be attributed to blockages in the base chakra. I have no power, or I have given away my power to be close to God. And we've all been in past lives, we've all been on the path of religion, and we've all been through that. And a lot of that can be disempowering, but in relationships or Through the past, we've lived very tough lives where we've been stripped of our power. Hi Amanda, lovely to see you. Hi Rob, I hope the book arrived. Hi Gail. So being disempowered is very much, or feeling disempowered is very much a state of the base chakra. I have no control over my life. I need people to need me and for me to be responsible for them. So if we feel stripped of power, or that we are lacking security of self, then to feel needed kind of fills that gap for us a bit. So we can become needy ourselves, wanting to take responsibility for others, or just kind of looking important. If I take responsibility or blame, it makes me a failure, so it's easier and safer to blame others. If I make a mistake, I have failed, so it's better not to try. I can't seem to finish anything. I'm fearful and anxious all the time. I don't love myself, so I need love and validation from others. So they're the types of negative belief systems that can be attributed to the base chakra. Now, a good way of testing yourself for that is energy testing. There's several ways of doing that, and if you would like, you could do that, because I'm going to actually ask for each of these beliefs to be pulled, and for the positive beliefs to actually be resolved and reinstated into your base chakra today. So I'm going to actually do a group theta healing for people so that you can start to feel more empowered. So one way of doing it is to use a pendulum for yourself and to find your yes, that's my yes, or your and your no. Okay. If it stands still, then it might be that you have the belief but you don't know what it feels like. So we need to have the feeling along with the belief. The other way is to actually have two fingers, thanks Amanda, to have two fingers together like this, and then to, when you say yes, you can keep them together. When you say no, you can pull them apart, okay? So it's probably the easiest way, although some people find that difficult. So the other way is to make your body a pendulum and to stand up with your feet a little bit apart, and when you say yes, your body falls forward, and when you say no, your body falls back. So when we say these beliefs, if your body falls forward, your soul believes it, and if your body falls back, you don't have that belief, okay? So let's go through again and test yourself for these beliefs that we're holding in the base chakra, that you might be holding in the base chakra. If you have any negative attributes of lack of vitality, feelings of depression, survival or scarcity issues, feeling really ungrounded. Some people don't know they're ungrounded, by the way. If you're in fight and flight all the time, anxious, having panic attacks, impatient, just can't seem to sit still, feeling just really absorbed with what's going on in your body, or lacking security of self, then you might be holding some of these beliefs. So you're ready to test, and then I'm going to do a group healing on them, okay? So test 4, I have no power, or I've given away my power. So I have a no for that, thankfully. But if you have a yes, you might want to write that down. I have no control over my life, or I feel out of control in my life. I feel loved or worthy when people need me and I am responsible for them. If I take responsibility or blame, it makes me a failure. I need to blame others to make myself feel better. Oh, wow. Thanks for being honest. I am a failure. Don't forget, we're going to fix this in a sec. If I make a mistake, I have failed. Yay. It's better not to try to do anything because I'll feel like a failure. Okay. Hi, One Queen. Lovely to see you. I can't seem to finish anything. I am fearful and anxious all the time. Oh, thank you. Yes, I was working last week, so, and I don't love, oh, hold on. I love myself, no. Or we could try, the only way I feel love for myself is through love and validation from others. So if we frame it in that positive, then you'll more get it okay. Hi Donna, great to see you too. Lovely people from the US. Okay, so people have just jumped on. We're talking about the base chakra and what we can be holding in the base chakra that makes us fearful and anxious, feeling that we have no power, feeling we have no control over our lives, feeling needy, that we need to feel needed and responsible for others, feeling like a failure. Okay, you won't have all of those beliefs, and you won't be feeling all of the things that are negative, hopefully, but it's all about re-empowerment and standing in your power and bringing in that strength and being able to be truthful with yourself about what's going on with you and why you might be reacting to people in a certain way because you're feeling insecure or feeling like you're out of depth or feeling that you really aren't a worthy person. All of that's held in the base chakra. Yeah, thank you. Finally feeling a bit more human. So, okay, now, so people come with all kinds of reasons for why they might be feeling a bit fairly dodgy in the base chakra. And it could be from childhood, there could be lots of issues that have come through a hurtful or harmful relationship. It could be past life stuff. There's a lot of reasons. As a theta healing, I find the story really unhelpful because it just kind of mucks me up. Vianna Stibel calls it brain candy. And the story is important. Like the story of how that's all happened is of course important. But in healing sense, it's not, because all we need to do now is to ask the Creator, so I work through the unconditional love of the Creator, to lift all the trauma associated with all of these negative beliefs held in the base chakra. And so we're going to do that as a group, okay? And so whether you've tested yes or no, if you are a no, then the positive beliefs and feelings will come in. If you're a yes, then you'll just be strengthened with that. So that's a really good thing. You just need to give permission for this healing to happen. If you don't, just sit back and just say, I don't wish to have the healing today, and then you won't receive it, okay? So what I'm going to do now is just go through all of those beliefs again and then ask the Creator to lift the trauma and all of the negative feelings and emotions from that base chakra for the group, and then to resolve on the history level, so we can't change history, we can resolve it, and then release them on all other levels and send it all to Creator's light, all of those negative beliefs, and then to install the positive beliefs in the base chakra, along with what it feels like and what it's like to live without the negative beliefs. And just witness that all coming in. And then I'll ask for an integration of that through your base chakra and all up through your chakra line. And then I'll ask for a clearing of your aura and your chakras and your energy fields and a grounding into Mother Earth. And that should probably take 5 or 10 minutes. And goodness, the time goes so quickly. I can't believe how fast the time's gone. And I just did channel something from... I channeled something from Archangel Michael, but I've got it on my phone, and so I can't read it to you. But he basically just said that there's no need for us to be holding all of this and going through our lives feeling disempowered, and that that when you're ready to let go and to start the process of bringing your soul infused into your, to kind of release all the soul fragments that are not serving you anymore, and to actually bring your soul into your heart space and become more connected, then this is the time if you're so ready. Okay, so I'm going to ask the Creator, and this is how I do it: Mother, Father, God, Creator of all that is, in the energy of the unconditional love of the Creator, you're welcome. I hold the intention that the negative beliefs and feelings attributed to blockages in the base chakra, such as I have no power, I am disempowered, I have no control over my life, I need people to need me and for me to be responsible for them, to feel worthy. If I take responsibility or blame, it makes me a failure. If I make a mistake, I have failed. I can't seem to finish anything. I am fearful and anxious all the time. I don't, to love myself, I need love and validation from others, to be all resolved on the history level, released on all other levels and sent to the Creator's light. Oh, 11 stars, thank you. And for the positive beliefs of I am empowered, I stand in my power, I speak my truth, I have control over my life, I release responsibility for other people, I feel needed and know what it feels like to be needed with or without taking responsible for others. I accept responsibility or blame and stand in the truth of that. I know what it feels like to make a mistake and still feel successful and be a success. I can finish anything. I'm a strong manifester. I release fear and anxiety and stand in my power. I know what it feels like to live my life without feeling anxious and fearful all the time. I know what it feels like to embrace my strength. I know what it feels like to be strong. Creator's definition of strength, empowerment, courage, vitality, and worthiness. And what it feels like to be able to love yourself without needing the love and validation from others, in the highest and best way, with divine ease and grace, in every area of your life, in every cell of your body, and every belief level. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. And I am just going to witness this for the group and ask for a signal from Creator when this is finished. So also asking for the trauma behind all of these negative belief systems to be lifted at the same time, in every time, place and dimension, as far back as it goes. in the highest and best way, in the best frequency for each person in the group. And when I no longer see black and I'm seeing all of white, I know that it's all finished. Watching the beliefs go in and now the feelings and what it feels like to live without the negative feelings and beliefs. Oh, I'm seeing the chakra line just be straightened, so just asking for an integration of this healing into all of your cells and bodies and organs and chakras in the highest and best way. An aura cleansing and a healing of your emotional, mental and spiritual bodies. And a grounding. And now Archangel Michael is just asking permission from you to ground in this healing and to also strengthen your self-love, your self-belief and your self-empowerment. And then just closing it down gently, because we don't want it too open, otherwise we can let in too much energy. Okay, so now you need to retest for these beliefs. And if any haven't gone in, I need to know so that I can just ask for strengthening. It's most likely the feelings, but so now where you tested a no, you should, or sometimes you should test a yes. And remember, you can do that with your pendulum, you can do it with your strength of your fingers, or you can stand up and fall forward for yes and backward for no. Okay, so I'm going to phrase it in a positive way. I am empowered. Awesome. Thanks, Janelle. I stand in my power. I know what it feels like to stand in my power. I have control over my life. It's very powerful stuff. Theta healing is my main modality, but I also have my own spin on things. I witness it a bit differently now because I've been doing it for a long time, but it's amazing stuff. I feel in control over my life. I am no longer needy. I feel worthy without needing to be or feel responsible for others or for them to need me. That's really important. So if you can feel worthy without needing validation from others, I feel worthy without needing validation from others is important to be a yes. I am able to take responsibility and blame without feeling like a failure. Strong. I can make a mistake without feeling like a failure. I know Creator's definition of success. I am successful. I feel successful. Pleasure. I can finish anything I start. I know how to finish things that I begin. I live my life without fear and anxiety. I live my life in the strength of who I am. I live my life in the power of who I am. I have courage. I love myself. I love and accept myself. I know what it feels like to love and accept myself. Okay, so for those of you who might have had a no, I'm just asking Creator to, with permission, just to strengthen those beliefs and to lift the trauma or connections that might be behind the failure to lift those programs. Beliefs are called programs. And so also just asking that all psychic hooks and attachments or any kind of attachment from other people or connections to belief webs and nets is a big one, be lifted from around you if you give permission for that. And also to close the doors to any other planes or any other dimensions like the spirit world, and to remove any wayward spirits or any negative attachments in the highest and best way. And then to then please have another reinstallation of the beliefs and positive beliefs and feelings for those of you that it might not have been as effective. And really helpful if you can just really give strong permission for that to happen. Okay, so when you say, "Hi Kim, lovely to see you." So when you say, "I am empowered, I stand in my power, I speak my truth." So the other thing we might just do then is hold the intention with permission from you. So please give permission if that's what you would like, for Creator to do a healing on the organs that are associated with the base chakra. And so they are the gonads, the body, the bones of the body, the teeth and the nails, prostate, anus, colon, and the adrenal glands in the highest and best way. And it's usually just an energy clearing, just to clear any negative energies or emotions, because we hold emotions in our organs, and just asking for a clearing of negative emotions that could be blocking our base chakra from those organs that are associated with the base chakra. And then holding the intention that Archangel Michael protect and shield us, and to balance out our other chakras so that we're in synchronicity until next week we work on the sacral chakra, and we'll keep working like that for the next couple of months. So if you have been having anxiety and that kind of thing, just take a breath and just breathe out through your base chakra and just breathe in peace and love. And I will ask, if you would like, Creator also just to do a chemical balance for those of you who are going through depression, just to balance out your chemicals a little bit. So that that does help you to release the anxiety. So just witnessing that. So I see it as kind of like you would on a stereo with the different levels going up and down. And there's the dopamine, there's the melatonin and the serotonin, and there's one other. So I just watch that being balanced out. and going down through the nervous system. So behind you all, Archangel Michael, but also Archangel Metatron, and he is the ultimate in the cavalry, I always like to say, of feeling empowerment and feeling that there's more to life than just the physical body and just the physical reality. And so you can call on him, and we will now just call on Archangel Metatron in the energy of the Creator's unconditional love, so there are no conditions, to show us or tell us or help us to feel more empowered and to bring that into our daily lives in the highest and best way. And I'm seeing a strong thread of silver come through the base chakra and link that all the way up. Actually, I really thank him for that, because that's going to link all the way up to the crown chakra, to your soul star, and just give you that connection while we're working on all the other chakras. So always connected to your soul star, to your higher self, and that is the bridge, of course, to your divine connection and guidance from Archangel Michael and Metatron there. And so you're always connected, never alone, and when you need help, just connect to that silver thread and bring it down and just sit in that seat of power. Sit in your power. What a beautiful session today. It's just been awesome, and I just am really pleased that I decided to do this, because I just kind of felt that, yes, I talk about a lot of stuff, but I do a little bit of healing, but the healing that I bring through, that I'm able to bring through my connection and my training and all of that, is really wonderful, and wanted to share that with you today. So I'm just going to, these are chakra reading cards. I love these chakra reading cards by Rachel Charman, and I'm just going to ask for 3 chakra cards now for to set you off for the week, to meditate on, and to, oh, I love that, thanks Lorraine, and to use in your meditations and so on through the week. Oh, also, I closed this when I really needed to tell you a bit about what I'm offering this week, if you really enjoyed that and would like to explore more. So I am in, of course I'm in Tasmania, but I work with people over WhatsApp and Skype and thank you, and the phone or messenger, and so I'm very accessible that way. I've put my website up, which is victoriacochran.com. Easy peasy. Yes, a very new haircut. Thank you everyone for noticing. It feels so much better. Nails next week. So if that really struck a chord with you and there were some yeses but still some no's or something, then I am giving away a free 20-minute consultation that includes an energy reading for you to really determine what else is going on besides stuff in the chakras. Thank you so much for those love hearts. That is just beautiful. So when I tune into you, I see the aura, and everything that has happened before is kind of in there, and so I can do a bit of a consultation for you. Also not leave you hanging like that. Just call in a chakra clearing and also an aura clearing, and just kind of wipe off the heavy energy that might be on you. And then we can set a time for us to do a one-on-one healing. So if you do book one of those with me, then you'll get 10% off the normal price. So a healing is $105, but it'll be $94 for an hour, and that's not including the 20-minute free consultation. So if you would like to take advantage of that offer, it's available till this Friday. Could you, at the close of business, go to my website, victoriacochrane.com. I have just had it redone, and goodness me, thank you so much. I really would love you to have an explore around my website too, because it just looks fantastic. And I'm really grateful to Jake Hackett for redoing my website from WDM. And I am also going to start working on a weekly hour group healing session that will just be opt-in, that will include meditations and things. And of course, I've got my course going at the moment, and we had our first session on Saturday. It's still open if people would like to book in to my course, Introduction to Safe Spiritual Practices. So you can just go on to Eventbrite and have a look at that. Take off $77 from the price because the first session has been, although I recorded it, so it's all available, still there. So lots happening. I just love working with people. If you would like a reading, then half an hour is $65, but for all of you on today, 10% off as well. So great offer there. Please let me help you, because we shouldn't have to carry all this stuff or feel stuck or feel that we're not able to empower ourselves and feel empowered and move on with our life. I think I've shuffled enough. So let me just choose the first card for you. Visualization. So visualize what it is you want to create in your life. And also, if you really can't imagine yourself speaking your truth, or visualize that, actually have a visualization board and just really put it out there to the universe exactly how it is you're going to take back your power and start to feel more in control. We can change our reality. We can change it. You don't have to be stuck, okay? So the first one is to visualize. Focus on the positives. Thanks so much, Sue. Focus on the positives. What are you grateful for? What can you be grateful for? What can you see moving forward as a positive? And just let go of the negatives. The next one is life purpose. This is just perfect. Throat chakra. So when we clear the base chakra, we start clearing the throat chakra, because we stand in our power, we speak the truth, and we can start to see the way forward to really stepping into our life's purpose and feeling worthy enough to do so. Very, very important. And just walk through that door. There's only you blocking you. You know, the possibilities are always there. We just need to look beyond the physical. And remember, that's what the base chakra is all about. The physical, being grounded in the physical, and sometimes not having access to our higher knowing. Okay, goodness me, thank you so much for all that love. And the last one, yes, abundance. Bring in that abundance. Know that you have the right to be abundant, that you have the opportunity to be abundant. Fake it till you make it. Say, thank you, universe, for the abundance that's coming in for me today. Thank you for my abundance. So let's also just, with your permission, if you would like this healing, please open up your mind and heart and body and soul for this healing of just letting go of any scarcity or poverty issues or beliefs around those things, that you're limited in your abundance, that you can't be abundant, or that you don't know how to attract that abundance. Asking for that to be resolved on the history level, released on all other levels, and bringing in the belief, I am abundant, I know what it feels like to be abundant, I know what it feels like to attract abundance, and I know what it's like to live without not feeling abundant. And then just asking Creator to shift those programs and beliefs, and to put in the positives. And grounding that into your base chakra and through your chakra line and through your bodies. Now, this kind of healing takes up to 2 weeks to integrate because it's DNA healing. It goes into your cells. You need to drink lots of water and you need to just give it time. And you also need to work on your thought processes. You need to work on being positive, not negative. You need to work on the things that you're saying to yourself and what you're bringing in through your belief system. And we're starting to change your belief system up through the chakra line. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Kim. She says, I so love your lives. They make me feel so much better. I am so appreciative. Thank you so much. So, guys, that is it for today. Remember that I am. Say that. I am. Right. This week, homework. There's no ifs, buts, or maybes. It's I am, I can, I will, I do, I must, or not even that. I am. You know, be very positive. There's no sitting on the fence. Okay? I can do this. All right. So I'm sorry. I really need to go. But I really just hope that you have really felt the benefits of this session, and it will be available to view again on the Spiritual Events Directory site, Facebook page, but also on my Facebook page. What is it called? Because my son changed it. Victoria Cochrane, Psychic Communication and Spiritual Healing. But if you would like to book a session with me, now normally you would go through and you can click book a session and it'll be, a healing session will be $105. If you remember, it's 10% off until Friday. So can you please just send me a message, contact me through my website if you would like to take advantage of a further healing with me or an energy reading. So that I can give you the discount, and then you can just pay into my account, or I do have a Square tap credit card thingy. So contact me through there, or you can contact me through my Facebook page. Okay, if you love what I do, then by all means please ask to join my private group, The Spiritual Journey with Taurus Angels. Tor is my nickname. I would love to have you on board, and I'll be dropping things in there as well. Been a little bit quiet in there lately because I've been working on my business, and I've been relief teaching, and I've been working on the course that I'm running and all that kind of thing. Okay, guys, thank One Queen. I'm feeling the love from you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Jane. I thought it was great. I really hope that it really helped you. And you can drop me a line and I will reply to you straight away. Lots of love to you all, beautiful souls. I'll see you next week for Focus on the Sacral Chakra. Lots of love. Bye for now.